Hello everyone. So in today's tutorial we will talk about wrap and unwrap elements. So wrap and unwrap elements, these methods belongs to DOM modification. So they come under the DOM manipulations category. So there are four methods: wrap, unwrap, wrapAll and wrapInner. So we will discuss one by one this. So first let's start with the wrap. So wrap an HTML structure around each element in the set of the meshed uh, elements. So let's see by example. I will take one button here and say TD, and I call input type equals to button, and I give the ID equals to btn wrap, and I will say value equals to wrap. Okay, now I will take one or two div elements here. So this is my div. I can give ID equals to div1. Okay, and I will write something into this by div1. Okay, same way I can take one more div and I call it div2. And now when I click on this button, I want to wrap a new div on it. So let us see how to do that. So I will write the code on hash btn wrap dot click. Okay, so on click, what I want to do, I just want to execute a method function. This is my method, and here I will use the wrap method. So I want to apply this wrap method on the divs. So I will use $div. Okay, I want to search all the div elements and I want to wrap WRAP wrap. Okay, and what I need to wrap, I need to wrap all the divs within a div element. So it's a div, and to identify that div, so let me put a class over here. So I'll say class as the parent class. Okay, or we, instead of parent class, I'll say parent div. Okay, and I need to close this. All right, so this is what exactly I wanted to do, and let me create a parent class here. So I'll say dot parent div, and here actually what I need to just I want to give some class structure or the CSS structure so that I can differentiate between its parent and child div. Okay, so for that I just say background color is say green. Okay, and color equals to white, and I will give some margin as well. So I'll say margin in all the aspects it will be 2 pixels. Okay, so let me save it and let's run this. Okay, so if I go to the developer tools by pressing F12, okay, here you can see this is my paragraph, this is my table, this is my div 1. So there is no container so far because I did not click on wrap button so far. So there is no container for this. So now let me click on the wrap button. So now you can see the difference here. There is a div class, parent div is wrapped around the div 1 and div 2 both. Okay, so here you can see it is wrapped around with the div 1 and div 2 both, and the classes, and in the parent class we have given the background red and margin 2 pixels, color white. So that is what it is happening over here. Okay, now this is the use of wrap method. Now let me have one more TD, and that TD is having one more input button, input type equals to button, ID equals to btn unwrap. Okay, and value I will give double quotes unwrap. Okay, now I want to write the similar type of method, but in this case I need to unwrap and I want to apply it on the unwrap. Okay, so here in unwrap there is no quotes, no parameters is required. We just need to say unwrap. So it will unwrap all the parents of the selected element. So in this case my selected element is div. So let me save it and run it. Okay, so here if I open the developer tool as well, so we can see there is no parent. When I click on wrap, it will create a parent of this, right? And when I click on unwrap, it will remove the parents. So unwrap will remove all the parents of it. Now let's take one more example of wrapAll. So let me have one more button over here. So I will call it btn wrapAll. Okay, and the text I will say wrapAll. Okay, and we will write the, I will copy this one. This one will be good. And instead of this, I will call wrapAll. Okay, now what it will do, wrapAll. This will wrap all the selected elements, this div element, into one parent. So in wrap, what was happening? It was wrapping each individual element. But in this case, all the div elements are the child of one parent. So let me show by the example. So let me run it. So let me open the developer tool as well. Okay, so here if I click on wrap, right? So if I click on wrap, so you can see div1 has a parent div, but that is this div is starting here and closed here, this parent div, and inside this div ID is available. Now let me unwrap this and now say wrap all. So now you can see the difference. Here parent div contains both the divs. So that is the difference between the wrap and wrap all. Okay, one more wrap element is there which we call the wrap method, sorry, which is wrapInner. So let me copy this. So what wrapInner is doing, wrap it basically it wrap an HTML structure around the content of each element in the set of matched elements. So what I'm saying, what it means, I'll show you by example. So here we'll take btn wrap inner. Okay, I'll call it wrap inner, right? And I will take this, copy and paste it here. And here I'll take btn wrap inner. And instead of this wrap all, I will use wrap inner. Okay, so let us see the result. Okay, so let me open the developer tool as well. So here if you see div elements, div1 and div2, so if I say wrap inner, so that parent becomes the child of that. So div1 has parent div as a child, okay, which contains div1. Same case with the other. So this is I'm applying to each div. Now again the things you want to find an element and apply it on it. So these things you can do it with the other jQuery methods like get element by ID, hash symbol, or input. So this is these wraps are only applicable for the container elements. Thanks for watching this, and please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.